We are going to move next to our continuing series of Learning Across the District. That's sponsored by the East Brunswick Education Association. We have Kelly Groshin from the High School History Department. Is she here tonight?
No, her students.
The students from the History Department. So, hi, Dennis.
Hello, Mr. Cohen. Hello, everyone. Abraham Lincoln once said that the philosophy of today's classroom is the philosophy of tomorrow's nation. Had he been blessed with the longevity to actually visit East Brunswick High School today, and had he taken a look at some of the things we do outside our classrooms, at the extracurricular activities, he would have declared that tomorrow couldn't come soon enough. Over 40 clubs at the high school allow students to meet like-minded youth, take their first steps down a career path, and also to help out in their community. Take, for example, the Model UN program. Model UN tasks students with finding creative solutions to global issues. For example, media coercion, political corruption, or slums. By providing students with the power to think creatively, we're also allowing them to solve issues within their homes, within their schools, or within their communities. Another example is the political club. I founded this club last year with the assistance of Mr. Cohen, Mr. Philipzak, and our superintendent, Mr. Valesky. Somebody once said that the opposing party has the solutions to every problem. We know that's not true. Obama blames Congress, Congress blames Obama, and Trump blames everyone. Now, we encourage students to look beyond that, to look into the actual mechanics of government. We are hosting a voter registration drive soon. We've met local leaders. We have allowed students to earn internships that can then be used as stepping stones for later careers in public service. I've only mentioned a few clubs that the school offers, but my friend can offer even more.
Hello, my name is Shayan Gupta, and I'm here to talk about the East Brunswick Marching Band and also Key Club. For the East Brunswick Marching Band, I am the assistant drum major and also the student liaison to the parent organization. And as Dr. Valesky has said, we have a competition on Saturday, which we're all really excited about. We really try helping out the community, and we really want to drive that sense home that East Brunswick Marching Band is part of the East Brunswick community. So as you said, we have an MC Foods drive, but also we really want to try promoting the East Brunswick music program, especially to the younger students. So this year we're starting an initiative to invite kids from the 5th through 7th grades in the East Brunswick program to come to the competition and see what the musical scene is like in the high school, and as that is also done for the concert band and I'm sure the orchestra as well. In terms of Key Club, it is a national organization, but our chapter in the East Brunswick High School is also very special. For that, I am the secretary, and I have to manage a lot of the service events that are done throughout New Jersey. So in the fall, we work with the New Jersey Federation of Food Banks, as we have served at the Community Food Bank in Hillsdale, New Jersey, twice already for a total of 5 hours, just in October alone. In the winters, we serve at soup kitchens such as Eliza's Farmers in New Brunswick. And also in spring, we try out new service events. So I introduced a service event at a women's shelter called the Center of Great Expectations in Somerset. And what really is important about Key Club is that we try engaging all the members and also the school community who may not be members to come to these service events and really try promoting awareness for specific issues. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Daisy Cherian, and I am an executive board member of the East Brunswick Youth Council, and I am a co-chair for the Best Buddies program for the Youth Council. So the East Brunswick Youth Council is an organization that allows EBHS students to participate in a wide variety of community service activities. We help out at events like school socials and fundraising events in elementary and middle schools throughout the district, such as Memorial Elementary School and Hammershill Middle School. We also hold events at nursing homes such as the Chelsea, and in the local Playhouse 22, and we host many environmental cleanup events. For example, recently we held an event cleaning Butterfly Park, and this coming weekend we'll be cleaning the beach at Belmar. Another great part of Youth Council is our Best Buddies program, for which I'm co-chair. In the Best Buddies program, we host social events that allow Youth Council volunteers to interact and form friendships with special needs children and children with disabilities. So every week, Youth Council hosts up to a dozen events, in which hundreds of EBHS students take part. Last year alone, students earned a combined total of over 8,000 hours of community service through Youth Council. So let me conclude by saying a quote from American journalist Sidney J. Harris. "The whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows. East Brunswick High School's extracurricular activities truly make the perfect window by which East Brunswick High School students can see the outside world with kind eyes." Thank you very much.
Very good. Comments from anybody?
I was just going to say, it's very, very topical that you're speaking about extracurricular stuff today, because one of the 7 or 6 strategic planning subcommittees that I'll report on a little bit later is extracurricular. So we are starting afresh to look at our programs, and having comments like that helps us. And at some point, we're going to bring in some help of some students. So we might have some ideas now in terms of helping us figure out if we're doing the right things there. So I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Any other comments? I think it's just impressive that as communities grow, I think it's very common for each organization to kind of work in its own little silo. And so you have the Board of Ed doing one thing, and the town doing another thing, and the seniors doing another thing, and they just all grow, and it's very easy today to not communicate, even though the technology has made it so much easier for us to actually do that. And the fact that we have people like yourselves working at trying to bring down the things that divide us and make us work together and actually define us as a community is a really good thing and should be applauded. So I think it's great.
I have a question about your Best Buddies program. Do you conduct this activity with children from out-of-district placements, or just that are in our, mainstream East Brunswick schools?
For the Best Buddies program itself, all of the special needs kids are from East Brunswick. A lot of them attend the high school, and some of them are from the DAISY program, which is also for special needs children.
Because it was always one of my, particular interests that it is often difficult for families in East Brunswick that have children placed in out-of-district programs, that it's very difficult for those children and those families to feel a part of the East Brunswick School District. Even though clearly they are residents of East Brunswick, they are your neighbors, they're my neighbors. And anyway, it's just something that I've thought about a lot over the years, that we might want to extend, a hand of friendship to some of those families as well.
Good thought.
Go ahead, Dr. I just wanted to say how proud I am, how articulate you are. I wish I'd have been that articulate when I was in high school. I might have amounted to something, so great job tonight.
Okay. We'll move on to the good of the cause. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of providing an opportunity to the public to express themselves on school-related matters of concern to the residents of East Brunswick. To allow for a fair and orderly public comment period in accordance with Board Policy 167, individual comments are limited to 5 minutes. Members of the public are reminded that this is a public televised meeting of the Board of Education, and to protect the privacy of all students and staff, concerns regarding the individual students and staff members should generally be addressed by first meeting with the appropriate administrative staff by New Jersey Statute 10412B. Is there anybody who would like to address the board this evening? And if so, just state your name and address.
Hi, everyone. My name is Joanne Byges. I am an East Brunswick High School teacher, and I'm also the chairperson of the Pride Committee. And I just wanted to just talk a little bit about some of the Pride events that have occurred so far this year, even though we're still very young into the school year. But just to remind you, and I know I spoke at last year's one of the final meetings, the purpose of Pride is for the East Brunswick school community to show pride in what we do every day in our classrooms and to be able to share that pride with the greater East Brunswick community. And so these students, it was great that they tonight were talking about their involvement in the community. So we've continued our, Board of Education meeting presentations with our students, and that is a pride event that we started a few years ago that we're going to, continue to do this year as well. And then since we've started the school year, we've actually done quite a few things so far. Anybody that was at the East Brunswick Day, we had a table at East Brunswick Day where we were handing out literature, talking about all the things that we do as public school employees in our classrooms every day and some of the services that we offer to the community. And I think the highlight was, if you were there, we had 2 big hamster balls that the Pride Committee, supported, and the students were, and anybody that came could, race in the hamster balls, and so that drew a big crowd. We were busy with hamster ball races all day long, so that was a really fun Pride activity, and I think that one is going to be continuing every year at East Brunswick Community Day. Tomorrow at Hammersholt Middle School, they are hosting a Thank a Hero breakfast, which is part of their the Respect Week activities. And so what they have done at Hammersholt is they have invited local heroes, firefighters, police officers, EMT workers, and they're going to be providing them with thank you notes from all of the students at Hammersholt, and they're going to be serving a breakfast to these heroes, these local heroes, and all of those activities. They'll be given a little gift from the Hammersholt students, has been supported by Pride activity events as well. We have our homecoming game tomorrow, and I think you all, Dana gave everybody a rally towel, so tomorrow there'll be a Pride table set up at the homecoming game, and there'll be some staff members handing out rally towels to all the guests and fans that come to the homecoming game tomorrow. On Veterans Day, Memorial School is going to host a Veterans Day breakfast. They're going to be inviting veterans to school that day. They're going to have a flag-raising ceremony and then have the veterans to breakfast, and that also will be sponsored by Pride as well. And this year, the Pride activity events are also supporting the Intergenerational Studies program, which, if you remember last year, Mr. Konigsberg came with some of his students and some of the senior citizens and spoke about that. That's part of the sociology class at the high school. And so this year, Pride will also be sponsoring some of the things that go on during those weekly meetings in the sociology classes with the senior citizens. So we have a lot more, going on throughout the school year, and I'll keep you updated as events, come up. But this is just an example of some of the things that we're doing. And again, trying to show pride in what we do every day and share that pride with members of the community. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Is that stuff on the district website?
The actual, what part?
It's on the East Brunswick Education Association.
On the association. Very good. Anybody else that would like to address the board this evening? Just need to state your name and address, please.
Good evening, my name is Donald Simons, live on River Road. I'd like to thank Mr. Figueroa and his office staff for a problem I had this week that they settled with my granddaughter. I'd also like to thank Joyce for also a problem I have with the school bus that Beth also helped take care of the last time I was here. The only thing I have that really is kind of gets me is last Friday afternoon, because traffic was backed up on Old Bridge Turnpike, and my one granddaughter, the bus driver had to wait a few extra traffic lights to get through. They dropped her off over 400 feet from my house on River Road, which is a 30-mile-an-hour zone, no sidewalks, no shoulder road. She had to walk the road home. I don't go for that. If she would have got hit, I would have owned this district. I don't play that. You got tractor trailer trucks, you have motorcycles, you got cars. Anybody that had a blowout, you have people not paying attention when they're driving. She would have got hit, you'd have been in trouble. The other thing I have to say is, I don't understand why the district is using school buses to run errands. I was over Churchill, I got a granddaughter over there. Bus number 12 comes pulling in. The bus driver walks out with an expendable envelope full, drops it in the office, comes back in the office with one half full, and drives away. These school buses get 7 miles per gallon. You said in the newspapers, you spent over $300,000 on diesel fuel. Well, if you got a car or a truck that they can run the errands in, you save a heck of a lot of money. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else that would like to address the board this evening?